Hello, my name is Jacek. I hope you're having a wonderful day. If you're new to GoJS or already have some experience but want to deepen your knowledge, this video is for you. In this tutorial, we'll go through the process of building node templates, common problems regarding the usage of different kinds of panels, and some tips and tricks related to working with GoJS. What are we going to learn? First, what kinds of panels there are and how to know which panel is best suited for a given use case. How to compose templates and modularize the code. And because lectures are boring, we'll learn all of that on an example. During this lesson, we'll go from this, just a simple white square, to this. I'm pretty sure most of you already know where the idea for this node came from. If not, it's a tile from a popular social service, Instagram. Without further ado, let's begin. First, let's have a look what we already have here. So in the node templates folder, we have an assets directory with 3 icons. So we have the ellipsis icon, an image of our plant here in the office, and the logo of our company. To start, we have just a simple diagram to which we're going to add a simple node. As you can see, now it's just a simple number, -1 in our case. Let's change that by adding a node template. So in the node templates folder, let's create a file called create node template. Let's import GoJS. Let's assign GoGraph object make to the $sign. And then export our node template. Our node template will be a simple Go node object with a panel of type auto. It will also accept children. So our building blocks of our node, let's spread them out and return our node. We now are going to set our node template to our newly created template. The -1 disappeared, that's good. Now we don't have anything in the node, so it's not visible on the diagram, but we can change that by adding a background. Our background will be an auto panel as well. It will have a fixed width of 600 units. And a shape of type rounded rectangle, which will have a fill of white and a stroke, so border color of gray. And it will also accept children. Let's add it to our node. And as you can see, now we have a white rectangle. If we have a look at the finished template, you can see the node consists of 5 elements. We have the header, the actual image, buttons, and the comments section. Let's start by adding a header. So in the node template folder, let's create a file called header.ts. import GoJS. And export our header. Our header will be also a Go panel, but this time of type spot. When using spot panels, we can place the items on any side of the panel. We're going to give it a margin of 15. And we're going to stretch it horizontally, so it's also 600 units wide. And we can add it to our node template. Let's start by adding the left side, so the icon and the nickname. That will be our left side, which will be a horizontal panel, because we want to place the items from the left to the right, and that's what using a horizontal panel allows us. We're going to align it to the left. And we also have to set alignment focus to left, so the panel uses the left side of the object to position it. So now let's add the actual icon. So to add the picture, we have to wrap it in a panel of type spot, and we can add the actual picture. We have to import it, and set it as our source. Let's also set its desired size to be a new size of 30 by 30. And we can add the left side to our header. As you can see, the logo is now rectangular, but we want to have a nice circle. To clip the picture, we have to first set the isClipping property of the spot panel to true, and then add a shape which will be used for clipping our picture. So it will be a Go shape of type circle, and have the same desired size as our logo. And now we have a nice circle. So the next part on our left side is the nickname. So it will be just a simple text block with the text Synergy codes. And let's also add a small margin to the left so it doesn't stick to the icon. Okay, so the left side is now complete. Let's start working on the right side. So the right side just contains ellipsis icon, so we're just going to add a new panel of type spot. align it to the right, and also set it alignment focus to go spot right. And let's add it to our header. Now we have to add the picture, the icon of the ellipsis. So we're going to import the ellipsis icon from the assets folder. Then add a picture and set its source to be the ellipsis icon. And also we have to set its size, so the size will be 36 by 15. Okay, so the header is now done. The next part is the actual image. Let's create a new file named image. Import GoJS. And export the image object. So it will be a panel of type viewbox. A viewbox panel ensures that we maintain the aspect ratio of the image. We're also going to stretch it as the previous panel. We then add a picture. We have to import it first. Set it as our source, and also set the property image stretch to go picture uniform, so the image is resized with the aspect ratio maintained. Now let's add it to our node. As you can see, the header and the image stacked on top of each other, so we have to change that by adding a vertical panel, which will position the objects from top to bottom. Also stretch it horizontally. It should also accept children. Okay, so now we have the header and the image done. The next part are the buttons. Let's create a new file, call it buttons, import GoJS, and export the buttons. Okay, and our buttons will be wrapped in a spot panel. With a small margin. and also stretch horizontally. Because the icons are similar in shape, we're going to create a shape object which will accept the name of the shape, so we don't have to copy our code. And the shape will be a shape object. The name will determine how it should look like. We're going to set the margin so we can space them out a bit later. Its fill will be transparent, and its desired size is going to be 20 by 20. So for the right side, we only have one icon there. So it's going to be an auto panel. As in the header, we're going to align it to the right and also set its alignment focus. In that panel, we're going to add a shape with the name of bookmark and add it to our buttons. The left side will be a vertical panel, just as in our header. It will be aligned to the left. And on the left side we want to have three icons. So the first one will be a heart shape, the second one will be a speech bubble with a margin on the left, and the last one will be a pointer, also with a small margin to the left. Let's add it to our buttons. And to use those shapes, we have to first import an extension from GoJS. Called figures. And then we can add the whole buttons object to our node. Okay, the last part of this video is going to be the comments panel. Let's create it. And this time it's going to be a table panel, because we want to stretch the text box to fill the remaining area, and we can't do that with a horizontal panel. So let's stretch it out at the same margin as in our header. And then the first part is the circle. So it's going to be just a simple shape of type circle. With a size of 30 by 30, a fill of null, and it's going to be placed in the 0th column. The second part is going to be the actual text block, so it's going to be an object of type text block. It's going to have a margin to the left, so it doesn't stick to the circle. And the text will be enter comment. And the whole text block will be placed in the first column. So now let's add it to our node. And it's a bit misaligned. That's because we didn't stretch the text block. So now, as you can see, the whole text block is stretched to fill the remaining area, not occupied by the circle. And we're done. In 20 minutes we went from just a simple white square to a tile from Instagram. That's it from my side. Stay tuned for next videos from Synergy Caffe. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, and we see you next time. Bye.